law that we are going to discuss today is the law of multiple proportion. Okay, now I need to understand what is this law of multiple proportion. This law of multiple proportion states that if two or more than two elements combine together chemically to form two or more than two compounds. Okay, when two elements combine together chemically to form two or more than two compounds, then the mass of one element combining with the fixed mass of the other element would be in the simple whole number ratio. Now, what did I say? Just note it down. So, I said that it states that when two elements combine to form two or more than two compounds, Sindhu, am I audible to you? Yes, Sindhu. Beta, am I audible? Okay. Beta, please refresh once. Please refresh and see if it gets better. Okay. If still there would be the problem, then please contact the technical team. Okay, Sindhu. Thank you. Shreya, beta, you were not present on the last session. Yes, Shreya, were you absent in the last session? Yes, this is the second class. But it can form one or more than one compounds. Okay. But there might be some issue. Kalpana, it will be sorted. Okay. Now just please listen to me first. So it states that when two elements combine to form two or more than two compounds, then the ratio of the masses of the element combining with the fixed mass of the other element will be in the simple whole number ratio. Now, what does this law states? Now, let us understand this by an example. But for example, I took two elements, that is carbon and oxygen. Okay. Now, I have two elements, carbon and oxygen. Yes or no? But now carbon and oxygen can combine together to form two compounds. One is carbon monoxide, other is CO2. So, the two compounds that can be formed are carbon monoxide and the other would be CO2, carbon dioxide. Now, let us see, beta, in carbon monoxide, there is one carbon and one oxygen. Yes or no? There is one atom of carbon combining with the one atom of oxygen. So, what can I say in this? 12 gram of carbon is combining with 16 gram of oxygen. Yes, everyone, can I say this thing? 12 gram of carbon is combining with 16 gram of oxygen. Very good. Now, what can I say here? In CO2, 12 gram of carbon is combining with 32 grams of oxygen. Can I say the same? Yes, very, very good. So, what can I say here? 12 gram of carbon is combining with 32 gram of oxygen. Fine. Now, what can I see here? I can simply see that 12 gram of carbon is combining with 16 gram of oxygen, and again here 12 gram of carbon is combining with 32 gram of oxygen. The mass of carbon is fixed. Yes or no? The mass of carbon is fixed in both cases. Yes or no? It's 12 gram. So what can I say? The ratio of the masses of oxygen in both compounds. So what will be the ratio of the oxygen in both compounds? It would be 16 is to 32. It is in CO, it is in CO2. So what will be the ratio? 1 is to 2. So this is nothing but law of multiple proportion. I hope it is clear, everyone. Yes? Am I clear to you? Fine. So now let us see some numericals related to it. Okay? Is it clear, everyone? Remember, whatsoever chemical reaction takes place, the chemical reaction takes place according to some laws. Okay? Chemical reactions follow these laws. Is it clear? So we can understand chemical reactions better if we know these laws. Is it clear, beta? Am I clear to you? Fine, everyone. Yes, I can take. Yes, Ashwin, you are completely right. We can prove this. No, to this there is no exception. Anushree, okay? There was an exception to the law of conservation of mass that we have already stated. Am I clear to you? Yes, Sankar, sure, we can take. Okay, now the question arises, beta, who gave this law? Very good. Now, beta, this law was given by the Dalton in 1803. Sorry, I have this down. This law was by (1803). Am I clear to you? Am I clear now, everyone? Very good. So now let us see numerical to this. By this, that you will understand it better. Just give me 1 second. Let me embed the numerical. Okay. So no more on the chat. It's Dalton, Joseph. It's Dalton. 1803. Okay. So now let us see two questions for law of multiple proportion. Fine. Let us see the question. But it has said that sulfur and oxygen are known to form two compounds. Fine. Sulfur and oxygen are forming two compounds. The sulfur content in one of the compound is 51% and other is the 41%. Show that this data is in agreement with law of multiple proportion. Fine. Okay. So beta, I have two compounds. Compound 1, let us take it here, and compound 2. Can we take multiple ratios with different compounds of oxygen? Yes, you can take. You can take multiple compounds, Sanjay. Okay. Now, beta, in compound number 1, yes, Vibhu, beta, I'll show you this. After numerical, I'll show you this. Okay, Vibhu? Would that be fine? Now, just please be focused on the numerical. So, in compound number 1, sulfur and oxygen. Okay. Sulfur in compound 1 is 51%. And so, the oxygen would be, yes, can you tell me? What would be the percentage of oxygen in that compound? If sulfur is 51%, obviously it would be 100 minus 51, 49%. Fine. In compound number 2, it is said that sulfur is 41%. So obviously oxygen would be 59%. Fine. But now I need to show that this data is in agreement with law of multiple proportion. Fine. But what can I say here? 51% sulfur combines with 49% oxygen. Yes or no? So beta 1% sulfur will combine with 49 by 51 oxygen. Can I say this thing? Yes. Can I say this thing? So unit sulfur will combine with 49 by 51 oxygen. Fine, everyone. Okay. Now in compound number 2, 41% sulfur is combining with 59% oxygen. Okay, so 1% of sulfur will combine with 59 by 49 oxygen. Can I say this thing? Astha, please refresh if any audio video problem. Okay, now beta, what can I see? The fixed mass of sulfur. Now I have fixed the mass of sulfur. Now just see it here. 1% and 1%. So what will be the ratio of oxygen in compound 1 and compound 2? So ratio of oxygen in compound 1 divided by oxygen in compound 2 would be 49 by 51 divided by 59 by 41. So this would be 49 by 51 into 41 by 59. Yes, can you solve this thing? Yes, everyone. But if you will solve it, you will get a simple whole number ratio. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, am I clear to you? Any doubt with this thing? Yes. Okay, so you are getting 2:3. Yes, Samridha, have you solved it? Yes, beta, have you solved it, Samridha? Okay, fine. Thank you, beta. So this would be approximately 2:3. So this ratio, so this is in agreement with law of multiple. Shreya, see beta, what we have done, we calculated the mass of the oxygen that will combine with the unit gram of sulfur. Is that clear, Shreya? Shreya, Abha. So what I have done, see, it is given 51% and 49% are sulfur and oxygen. So what can I say? 51 gram of sulfur is combining with 49 gram of oxygen. Yes, isn't it? Sahiti, beta, just solve it. No, just solve it. So whatsoever ratio you will be get will be approximately equals to 2/3. Is that clear, Sahiti? Fine. Yes. Yes, you can take sulfur ratio. Just calculate the sulfur that will combine with unit gram of oxygen, that you can take sulfur ratio. That's not an issue. Shanmati, am I clear to you? Clear? Ashish, beta, no calculation is perfect. Okay, we have to take the approx calculations. You have to learn it. Okay. Am I clear to you? Okay, Shreya, just solve it then. Fine, everyone? Very good. Now let us see question number 2. Oh, sorry. Fine. First, let us see. Yeah, beta, I'm giving you more numericals. Okay. So, beta, someone asked, can you, ma'am, please solve the oxides of nitrogen? Okay. So, beta, whatsoever common oxides of nitrogen I know are nitric oxide, NO. This is N2O2, N2O3. It is basically nothing but NO. So, let us remove it. Okay. So, NO, N2O3, N2O4, N2O5. Clear? And one more is the N2O. So beta, this NO, I can also write it like N2O2. Yes or no? How I can write it like N2O2? Is it clear? Fine? Beta, we don't see the mass. We see the ratio of mass. Is it clear? Yes, beta, that's its diameter. Fine? So, beta, NO2 exists as the dimer. Vibhu, is it clear? So beta, what can I see? In all these oxides, the mass of nitrogen is 28 gram. Sanjay beta, just a minute. Now the mass of oxygen combining in all would be 16, 32, 48, 64, 80 grams. So the mass of oxygen that is combining with a fixed mass of the nitrogen is in the ratio of 1:2, 3, 4, 5. So what is this? Whole number ratio. So what does it prove? This simply proves the law of multiple proportion. Am I clear to you? So what does it prove? Law of multiple proportion. I think it is clear now. Okay, so now let us see one more numerical. Okay, now beta, this question says, fine. Analysis, in own analysis, it was found that black oxide, Hamshika, beta, this law simply states that the mass, the ratio of the masses of one element that is combining with the fixed mass of the other will be in the simple whole number ratio. I hope it is clear now. Now let us see. Beta, on analysis, it is found that black oxide of the copper and red oxide of the copper contains 80% and 89% of the beta not fixed mass of one element that is combining with the masses of others. Beta, that masses ratio will be simple whole number ratio. Ashish, is it clear? Beta, I have given you two examples, CO, CO2. Okay, Siddharth, didn't you get the link or any timings? First, listen to me now. Okay, now beta, there are two oxides. One is the black oxide and other oxide of copper is the red oxide. Okay, now black oxide contains copper in 80% and this contains copper in 89%. So what is the percentage of oxygen here? 20%. And what is the percentage of oxygen here? 11%. So what can I see here? I can see 80% combining with 20%. So what can I say? 80 gram of copper is combining with 20 gram of oxygen. So 1 gram copper will combine with 20 by 80 gram of oxygen. Similarly here, 89 gram of copper is combining with 11 gram of oxygen. So 1 gram of copper will combine with 11 by 89 grams oxygen. So what can I say here? Now the mass of oxygen that is combining with the fixed mass of the copper. Okay, ratio of the mass of oxygen that is combining with the fixed mass of the copper. So ratio of oxygen in oxide 1 divided by ratio of mass of the oxygen in oxide 2 would be 20 by 80 divided by 11 by 89. So what you will get after solving? 20 by 80 into 89 by 11. So what can I say? It would be 1 by 4 into 89 by 11. Just solve it. What answer you will get? Yes, everyone, have you solved it? Just a minute. Yes, have you solved this? 2:1. Has everyone solved this? Very good. So ratio would be 2:1 approximately. Okay. So this is accordingly to the law of multiple proportion. Am I clear to you now? I hope it is clear. Yes, very good. Very, very good.